dude, 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 dude.
I'm so tired, Jim. So tired. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Dude What Movie Review Podcast.
Dude, what?
I'm one half of the hosting squad, Mr. Brian Sumner. Sitting across the table from me is the beautiful Jim Miller. Say hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
We are coming to you from the 2420 West Studios in a very overcast, ugly,
Kind of gloomy
day here in Evansville, Indiana. You can tell by the excitement in my voice. I am so pumped to do what we're doing right now. How have you been, Jim?
Well, a lot better than you. Although, this week has been...
Yeah, you've been off this week, so I don't want to hear it. I don't whatever. We should just gloss over this part of the show is what we should do, honestly. It's been a horrible, horrible week for me. It has not been good. I guess it could be worse. Let me just start trying to look at it positively,
Right.
It could have been worse. But you've been on vacation. How's that been?
Well, it was kind of a staycation. Let me just say, man.
Yeah.
My wife needs to get paid more for her job.
for putting up with you?
Well, not only me, but it's a circus at the Miller house.
Right.
Especially this week, we've added a new addition to our family.
Oh, yeah.
I
forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, you guys got a rabbit now.
A rabbit, yeah. All I can think of is the bunny boiler.
Don't boil bunnies and don't take kids out of school. That's very irresponsible.
Even if you are taking them on a roller coaster.
Oh, wow.
Like when they were talking about us getting one, I was just like, oh my gosh.
For those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, Bunny Boiler, that's a reference to the movie Fatal Attraction. We covered that. You guys go to our website, dowhatpod.com, go in the archive, all the way back in episode 29. It's actually a Valentine's Day special.
Actually, a really good special.
It's a really good episode. It's a really funny episode. A lot of really funny bits and a lot of good stuff came out of that episode.
Yeah.
Some classic stuff, but that's where the Bunny Boiler reference comes from. So go back and check that out.
Yeah, but so we got a bunny. Her name is Sunflower. I kept advocating for Reese, and it was kind of funny. I got everybody except for Nora on board, and Nora was like adamant to not. But dude, like
vetoed you on that.
Yeah, like so Annabelle was like not for it either, but I got Annabelle on my side, and it was pretty funny because I think she realized it upset Nora. Is why she was like, oh yeah, it's got to be Reese.
Little sibling rivalry going on.
Oh, it's good.
That's funny.
But, it's been nuts, man. So, I mean, we've got Nora who's, like I said, she's like a teenager already, and she's only 6. Then we got Annabelle, who is sarcastic as all get out.
Right.
And, like, both of their personalities are the strong points in their personality.
Yeah.
I have both of those.
Right. Yeah, I think we've talked about that.
Yeah,
your kids share some of your crazy characteristics, but not all in one. They're just all like all over the place.
So seeing them interact together is like oil or water sometimes, and it's crazy. And then we got Little Man, who he's like our FOMO kid. He's fear of missing out all the time, dude.
Oh, really?
Like if he hears a rapper in the kitchen, he comes running and he's like, ah! And it's just like, dude, I promise it's gonna be okay, But it's been nuts, dude.
I know it's an ongoing theme on this show, but I don't envy you at all.
But yeah, so you had a crappy week, I had a decent week.
Yeah,
but we're here.
Didn't really have like the most fantastic of weeks, but hey, we're here. This is like the story of my life. We just kind of push through, and that's what we do. But here, we're doing the show.
That's right.
We're here to do this show. Let's do the show. How about that? Obviously, we thank you guys for tuning in to the show. New listeners, welcome. We're so glad to have you. We really appreciate you guys subscribing, and leave us a review while you're also subscribing to the show. We appreciate that. Old listeners, we thank you guys for sticking with us and really appreciate that. Let's do some stuff that we like to do here on the show. We're a movie review podcast. We cover movies that I've never seen that I should have already seen. But right now, we like to talk about other movies as well, so let's do a little movie talk.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I just want to watch my movie.
It never gets old. I mean, why? We've been doing this show now for so long. We instituted that clip the second year we were doing the show.
Yeah.
It's a very vital part of the show.
It really has. It's a staple of our show now.
So, anywho, Jim.
Yeah.
You seen any good movies lately?
Yeah.
Crickets. Yeah, sure. All right.
Oh no, we've seen some movies.
Yeah. What do you got?
Yeah.
This should be fun.
Yeah, so last night, Kylie and I got to have a date night, which was, few and far between. But we decided to do a Redbox night.
Nice.
And
you're loving that Redbox, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, we don't mind it, especially now that
now the death of the movie store has been come full circle. Yeah, for sure.
And so we were debating between Irresistible. It's got Steve Carell in it. It's kind of a political type deal.
Right.
And The War with Grandpa.
Okay. That's Robert De Niro, right?
Yes, yeah. And so
what'd you end up with?
Well, Redbox decided that we needed The War with Grandpa because Irresistible wasn't there. So,
gotcha.
So we were like, okay, sit down. Popcorn, candy, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And it was, man, dude, it had a ton of people in it.
Right.
Robert De Niro, Uma Thurman, Rob Riggle, Christopher Walken, Cheech Marin.
What?
Yeah. Jane Seymour.
What?
Yes.
Just name one more. Come on. You got one more? Any more?
No.
Damn,
I'm sure I could find more. But yeah, no, like all-star cast,
Good
right?
Lord.
And,
That's a loaded cast.
We kind of made the mistake of watching the trailer ahead of time. It's one of those where
they showed everything.
A lot of the funny stuff was in the trailer. However, there were a couple moments like we both were cry laughing. But by the end of it,
it had run its course.
It kind of dragged. They drug it out a little too long, I think. It was very poignant on what they were trying to make a point on.
Oh, okay.
So it went from like just this funny silliness to like they're trying to have a moral of the story, which most family movies do. But this one was very too on the nose, just talking about war and like division. And it became something that I was like, okay. I don't know. It kind of was like, but it's worth watching. I mean, Christopher Walken, dude, is, I mean, Kylie looked at me and goes, does that guy even age? I was like, I don't think he does.
He's been the same age his whole entire career.
I was like, I don't think he does.
He looks like he's 58.
Yeah.
And he's looked like he's 58 since 1958.
Well, it's just kind of funny seeing him, Robert De Niro, and Cheech Marin, like they're these friends that are old timers that basically they're going for walks and like it's funny.
I love me some Cheech Marin. Cheech Marin is outstanding.
They're funny, and then bringing Jane Seymour's character in was kind of fun too.
Was her character Miss Kitty Cat?
It could have been. Talk about somebody that hasn't aged.
Oh my God, she's still smoking hot,
right?
I mean, freaking those. No, because she's like 172, I think, and she looks amazing.
Yeah, she still looks like 40 something. So
she's great.
I don't know if you have little kids. I wouldn't. I don't know. It's one of those that we were thinking about letting the kids watch, but after we watched, we're like, there's some humor in there that's like borderline.
I'm kind of iffy on some of the stuff that De Niro's been doing lately. I know a lot of people are kind of high on it because it's like he's tapping into this different part of like his actor oeuvre,
right?
But I don't know. Yeah. You have such a high opinion of Robert De Niro in your head because of movies like The Goodfellas and stuff like that.
Right.
You know? I mean, he played such a badass for so long, and now he's doing all these kind of like little, not necessarily slapstick, but just kind of like these family-oriented comedy stuff. And I don't know. I mean, but what else can he do at his age?
It's true. You
know,
I mean, you could be like Sly and just still pumping out action flicks.
Somebody get a needle for De Niro, please. Let's just inject him real quick.
I know it's weird because you're right. It's like, okay, are they on the downward slump?
I don't know
because it's one of those like it's very.
Well, we've had discussions about Pacino before and him kind of being in the twilight of his career. And it's just, you hate to see that because he's such a force on screen. But I think, honestly, I mean, if you get down to it, I think it's just a lack of creative writers in Hollywood being able to write something that is custom and tailored fit for that actor.
Right.
You know, you get an actor to a certain age, you have to write specifically for them.
Yeah.
You can't just write a script and then cast them and put them in it and hope that they can make it work. I mean, they're at an age now, there's only so much they can do now.
Well, I would even go as far as to say it may not even be so much the creative aspect as the industry. And we've talked about that in the past.
Well, we can do a deep dive on that at another time.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I mean, but I think a lot of that
Stephen A. Turner talking about it. Friend of the show, Stephen A. Turner. My God. He has very many opinions about Hollywood these days.
Well, I unfortunately, I think that's tainted the whole creative pool there. So.
Agreed.
But anyway.
How's your daughter's place at? She gave me my grandson's room. He's not too happy about it.
How do you like your room?
Kid looking. I didn't want it to be this way either.
I just want my room back.
I want to put up with this, Pete. I demand my room back or else it's war.
Declaration of war. Give me back what is mine or face the consequences. Okay.
Yeah, man. So how about you? Have you seen any good movies?
Yeah, I've seen some not good movies, but there have been a couple movies that I have liked. There's a movie that we watched. It's been a couple months now, since we got this relaunch going on. I've been keeping notes of everything.
Right.
We watched a movie a while back called The Hunt, and it has Betty Gilpin and Justin Hartley has a small role in it as well. Hilary Swank's in it. It's about these people who wake up. They're in this field, like in the middle of nowhere. They have no clue where they're at.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're like bound and gagged. And they wake up. They don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And they find these keys, and they start taking the locks off their face, and they're able to interact with each other. And then there's this big, huge crate out in the middle of this field.
Okay.
And they pry it open. A lot of people think it's like a bomb. It's like a trap or something. And open it up, and they pull out this rack, and it's just weaponry. It's all kinds of weaponry.
Okay.
And about that time, gunfire just opens up, and people trying to kill them.
Okay. All right.
What you find out is that these people were taken from their everyday lives. They were taken hostage, drugged up, brought to this undisclosed location to be hunted by rich elite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a political satire. It has an overt kind of political, social commentary kind of vibe to it. But Betty Gilpin is freaking amazing in it.
Yeah?
Like, she's awesome. You may not recognize the name, but if any of you have watched Nurse Jackie, which we've talked about a long time ago, she played a role on there. Glow, Netflix series that just got canceled. Ridiculous. Sidebar, I hate when people cancel shows without an ending. We've talked about that in the past. I cannot stand that.
Yeah.
Glow had one more season that they needed to finish the story. Just one season.
Yeah.
And the writers even said that. One more season
Just
to finish the
on
story.
Yeah.
And Netflix cut it after 3 seasons. It's like, come on.
I feel like that's a running thing with Netflix.
Come on. Just finish it.
Yeah, I feel like after the 3rd season, usually Netflix cuts stuff, which I was surprised that they were even talking about doing a 4th season of Stranger Things because of that.
I don't know. Anywho, Betty Gilpin, she played on Nurse Jackie. She played on Glow. Fantastic on both shows.
Yeah.
She played kind of a departure from those characters on The Hunt. She's like, in The Hunt, she's just like a straight up badass.
Right.
I think the people that took that character hostage,
Yeah.
like they underestimated her.
Okay.
And she kind of takes
Brought
it to them.
them.
She brings the fight back to them. It's really good. Great action. It's got good gunplay in it. Kind of helps beef up the story a little bit, as the story unfolds. It's got like this level of humor to it, but it's also got a little bit of dramatic element to it as well.
Yeah.
As far as Betty Gilpin goes, not just her in this movie, but just her in general, she can't do wrong in my book. Like, she's just fantastic. I hope to see more of her on the big screen because I feel like she could be one of those next level actresses.
Right.
I think she's kind of scratching the surface right now, and I think if she gets more opportunity, she's going to be really big.
Gotcha.
Hilary Swank, she's like the villain. She's like the main villain in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
she does it well.
Yeah.
Like, the character that she's playing, it's a very niche kind of character, and she freaking nails it, actually.
Okay.
The only problem that I have with the movie is I didn't feel like the ending fit the film.
Okay.
I felt like the ending was kind of... They were trying to stay in line with the quirkiness of the stuff that was going on in the story, so they did kind of a quirky ending, and I felt like at that point, once you go through all the stuff, they didn't need to do that.
Right.
But I don't know what I would change. I don't know how I would change it.
Gotcha.
I would have to probably watch it multiple times to kind of come up with something that I would do differently.
Sure.
So because of that, I can't really fault it because I can't come up with anything to do differently.
Right.
The overall is really good. I think a lot of people would be turned off by it because of the political satire in it.
Okay.
And I think there's a market of people that would probably be hella turned off by it.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. After 2020, almost anything,
right.
I think everybody's just like, screw politics.
Yeah,
so.
but if you can get out of your own skin and just enjoy the movie for what it is, you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, it has a very pointed statement to it, but if you just don't take it personally, you can like the movie.
Yeah.
So I would check it out.
Okay.
Hello? What is happening? What is all of this?
Did you see that article? Every year, these liberal elites kidnap a bunch of normal folks like us and hunt us for sport.
What kind of sick people would even think of something like that?
White people. We're the worst.
You can check that out on Netflix, I believe. I think it's on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix, actually.
Awesome.
If anything, just check it out for Betty Gilpin. She's amazing. Fantastic. I love her. I think she's freaking awesome. Now, let's get to the part of the show that you guys are really here for. You know that we give you guys a new way to look at some of your old favorites, and that is through the eyes of a deprived and depraved individual.
Which is
it's
you.
me. It's me.
It's you.
Hand raised.
Brian,
it's me.
Brian
right over here. When we last left off, I gave Jim some film categories.
You did.
And he narrowed that down to one. Which category did we go
so
with?
you gave me 3 categories. You gave me Liam Neeson, cop flicks, and sports films.
Right.
And I said, hey, you know what? Let's do sports films.
Sports? You're not really a sports guy.
Right.
But,
so
kind of threw me for a loop.
Longtime fans, you guys know I'm not a sports guy.
No.
I am not a sports guy.
Yeah. Picking sports was actually a surprise to me.
Well, and so what became a surprise to me
was that one of the selections?
Was the list of movies you gave me. Because not being a sports guy,
right.
I've seen all of these.
Okay.
Multiple times.
So, let's run those down then.
Yeah, okay. Oh, gosh. The first on the list was The Mighty Ducks, 1992 comedy drama.
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio!
They had 2 nominations for awards. The second one was Happy Gilmore, 1996 comedy sports.
Yeah.
Starring Adam Sandler.
Who?
Yeah. Kind of a big movie. By kind of big, I mean really big.
Right.
Especially in the pop culture, so much so that it won a MTV Movie Award. And then, if you thought it couldn't get any worse, the other option was Space Jam.
Yeah.
The original Space Jam, 1996 adventure comedy.
Yeah.
Had 5 awards, starring Michael Jordan.
Who?
Michael B. Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Who? Who's that guy?
The goat of all goats. Michael Jordan. Brian.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Oh, what's in the box?
Box is right there, sir. Go ahead and check it out.
My hands are sweaty.
60 plus episodes over 4 years of doing this show.
Dude,
and yet Jim still gets so nervous.
When you gave me that list,
yeah,
I've been thinking about it all week. I'm like, how?
All right.
Here we go.
Yep.
What the?
Did it not help? Did it not help that I didn't flip it over?
Dude, like
I just put it in
you
there.
just like it's just nothing. You didn't cover it, nothing. Usually I open the box fully. I'll like, oh my freaking word. I need a second, please. Space Jam, Brian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Space Jam.
Space Jam. I've never seen Space Jam. The look on your face is hilarious. It's funny.
I can't. I don't.
You can't even process it.
Why?
Why?
How? Like what? Space Jam.
Yeah, Space
okay.
Jam. I've never seen Space Jam.
Gosh, dude. I need to collect myself for a second. Why in the hell have you not seen Space Jam? Like, what is the reasoning?
Okay. What year did this come out again?
1996.
1996, okay.
We would have been in high school.
Yeah, high school, I've been 15, going on 16.
Michael Jordan,
yeah.
In his prime. You know, you know who Michael Jordan is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I even know who Michael Jordan is.
All right, look, growing up in the mid-90s, well, take a step back even further. In the 80s, a huge NBA fan. Me and my dad, we used to love watching the NBA. Boston Celtics, Los Angeles Lakers, Detroit Pistons, all those fabulous teams from the 80s going into the early 90s. And then the Bulls came along.
Yeah.
You know, Michael Jordan turned that franchise around. I was the biggest Chicago Bulls fan. Love Chicago Bulls. Love Michael Jordan. That 96 team, I don't care what anybody says. You can talk about the Golden State Warriors. You can talk about Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
You can talk about all those teams that, you know, recently that have done great things. The 1996 Chicago Bulls team is the greatest basketball team to ever lace up and be on the court.
I would have to agree with you.
I don't care what anyone says.
Here's the thing. Like, I think I stopped watching NBA after that because I was like, there's no need to watch basketball anymore.
Right. That being said, Space Jam comes out, and I thought it was the dumbest idea. I thought it looked like the dumbest thing ever. Even at that age, even in my Michael Jordan fandom, I thought it was the dumbest thing I have ever seen from a trailer.
How old were you?
I was like 15 or 16 at the time. Yeah.
If I could...
time travel and
if I could get into the DeLorean and go back and see 15-year-old Brian Sumner, I would just walk up to you and be like, you're an idiot.
I'm sorry. I just remember seeing the trailer whenever it was coming out and just thinking, this looks dumb, and I will not watch it.
Well, it's sad.
Yeah. Well, and that's crazy because I see so many people, like the new Space Jam is coming out with LeBron James taking, the main role.
Sure.
There's so many people that this is a beloved movie for them.
Yes.
This is like,
you
want to talk about nostalgia built in?
Yep.
This is it.
Yep.
And I've seen so many people talking about it and how some people are excited. Some people are like, you can't do this. If you don't have Michael Jordan, it's not Space Jam.
This is one of those that you see the Joker effect hardcore right now, especially.
So I thought it would be appropriate to go ahead and knock this one off the list.
Yeah. I will say that I think a lot of people do tie a lot of nostalgia to this.
Right.
Some would argue, especially critics, will say that like it doesn't hold up, all of that, which we'll talk about on the back half.
We'll get to that.
But yeah, so I just cannot believe.
Yeah, no, never seen it. Never seen it,
dude. My kids have seen it.
I don't know anything about it. I know nothing about it. I've never.
Well, you're going to enjoy the cast. You'll enjoy the cast.
Okay.
I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just letting them be little surprises for you.
Okay. All right.
Space Jam.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do right now. We are going to go watch the movie Space Jam. That's right. Space Jam, because I've never seen it. This is where we like to invite you guys to hit pause on the podcast. Go get your copy of Space Jam off the shelf, because let's be honest, you have it. You guys have it.
You probably have already watched it.
You probably watched it this morning.
Yeah.
Go watch your copy of Space Jam and come back on the back half with us. Bring your notes with you, and we'll compare notes. We'll talk about it. We'll chit-chat, and we'll see how I feel after we get done watching it. So we're going to go do that right now, and we'll see you guys on the back half.
I feel at this particular time that I reached the pinnacle of my basketball career, and I must retire. The one good thing that comes out of this is that my father had the opportunity to see me play my last basketball game, and that means a lot to me.
That's it. That's the word I was looking for. Looney. Get the Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes. Stop this cartoon. We've got an emergency cartoon character. You need me to go.
Seek the one they call Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny.
Have you seen him?
Where is he?
Shocking development. 5 NBA players have been placed on the disabled list in the last 24 hours, all suffering from the same mysterious ailment.
If I've told you once, I told you 1,000 times. We need new attractions. Whoa! I didn't know Dan Aykroyd was in this picture.
You know all those mugs and T-shirts and lunchboxes with our pictures on them? Yeah. You ever see any money from all that stuff?
Not a cent. It's a crying shame. We gotta get new agents. We're getting screwed.
Look out for that boy stepdog. It's a real Lulu.
Bugs Bunny?
You were expecting maybe the Easter Bunny?
You're a cartoon. You're not real.
Happened to Barkley and Ewing. There's got to be germs in there or something.
Bacteria like that can travel faster than the speed of light. Yeah, it could be an invasion of a body snatcher.
Yeah. Monsters stole the talent from the NBA players.
So that's what happened to those guys.
You heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the mean team, wussy man.
Not so fast, Doc. You've got to give us a chance to defend ourselves. We challenge you to a basketball game. All right, basketball it is.
Little pipsqueaks just turned into superstars.
They're monsters.
Suffering succotash. They're monsters. Something's really been bugging me.
Yeah.
Just how did you get here?
Producer's a friend of mine. Just had a teamster come and drop me off.
Uh-huh. Well, that's how it goes.
Bring around the mic over here. You go to the hole and dominate.
We on defense.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. I don't play defense.
You know, maybe there is no intelligent life out there in the universe after all.
And we're back.
I should have known. I should have freaking known. Hilarious. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
That was good. I like that.
Space Jam. You like that?
Space Jam. Mark that off the list.
Yeah, dude. So I told you before we start recording that I have a ton of fun facts, so I'll try to intersperse them throughout the conversation.
That's cool.
Instead of just dropping them.
Yeah.
First off, man, what's your favorite Looney Tune character?
You know, I thought maybe you would ask that. Man, talk about going down memory lane watching this movie.
Right.
Especially whenever they're in the big game.
Yeah.
All the different characters. I think if I'm going off of Merry Melodies or Looney Tunes, it's probably Bugs Bunny. I was a huge Bugs Bunny fan growing up. One of my favorite cartoons is the episode, the Bugs Bunny cartoon where he goes to the opera and like he's the conductor. He's raising his hands up and he's like getting the guy to hold the note, and then like he leaves and the glove is still floating there. And like and the tenor's up there singing, hitting that high note, and like you see like his cummerbund snap and like the vest rolls up and his face is like that one always cracked me up. I love that one. That was a good one.
Yeah. So Bugs Bunny, huh?
Yeah, I love me some Bugs Bunny. I'm a huge Bugs Bunny fan growing up. I loved it.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny, you can't go wrong with him. For me, I think it was probably the Tasmanian Devil.
The Tasmanian Devil was good.
Yeah.
I didn't get... man, so many. Yosemite Sam, Foghorn Leghorn. I mean, there were so many in this movie, and then just it made me think about my childhood, and just Looney Tunes was a staple, big time. Saturday morning cartoons,
definitely.
huge.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. So actually the concept for this film began as a commercial. So I'm going to have you go back into your mind and see if you remember the Hair Jordan commercials.
I kind of do remember the Hair Jordan commercials.
Across the universe, people are asking, what fiend would steal Air Jordans?
Oh, goody! More Air Jordans for me!
Give me those Air Jordans.
No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, no! Take these or else!
So this all started when they started doing the commercials for Air Jordans,
And they're like, hey, let's make a little bit more money.
They were like, hey, let's turn this into a feature film.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, which is interesting because I saw that and I went back and started watching some of the Hair Jordan things while we were watching the film, and I was like, holy crap, it's like literally lifted right out of
That's hilarious.
The commercials. So
wow.
Yeah. You know, we've talked a lot about different films throughout. You can go back into archive, obviously, and listen to all of the breakdowns and stuff.
Yeah,
but
we've covered a slew of movies.
And I feel like we've talked about a sports film, but that was when you did a remix on me.
Yeah, if you go back into the archive, dowhatpod.com, and just you check on the archive there, it's got all of our past shows. We did a Turn the Tables episode on Jim way, way, way back in the archive. We covered Field of Dreams, and you had never seen Field of Dreams, and we talked a lot about sports in that episode.
Yeah.
It's a sports film. It falls into sports category, but it's not really a sports film. It's not really a baseball film. So this, even though it's animated, this is technically our first sports film.
Yeah. And because it was a remix that you were asking me the question.
Right, yeah.
I don't think I've ever asked you then, what to you makes a good sports film?
Well, the thing about sports movies, though, is not all sports movies follow the same formula. It really comes down to what the story you're wanting to tell is. And once you figure out that story, then the dynamic can start to form as far as what makes that movie.
Right.
If it's a team sport, does the team come together? Is it a believable team? Do the characters on the team bring any value to the team? Yeah. Not necessarily from an athletic standpoint, just from like a character standpoint.
Right.
I think a level of believability. Now, it's going to be hard to kind of talk in that light with this.
Sure.
Because it's animated.
Right.
But I think in any sports film, the believability aspect, especially with sports, because it's real. Sports are real. If you can bring a certain level of believability to the team aspect and really the sport itself on film, it lends itself to have more legitimacy to being a presentable story.
Right.
So I think if you can bring that together, then you're going to have good story, you have good drama.
Yeah. And of course, we've talked about animation a lot.
Yeah. which I swore we never would.
Yeah, right? I mean, we've done what? Lion King, Up, and now this.
Now Space Jam, yeah.
Now, this was actually one of the first animation live action. I mean, there was a few before this, but this was obviously the most ambitious I think Warner Brothers had ever done as far as an animated type film at this point. It was the first of its kind as far as sports film, working with animation, live action, and sports figures, which have no acting experience. So, I mean, it was kind of an ambitious film when it came out, obviously. So we've talked about animation before, we've talked about sports, but what are your thoughts just on animation and live action in general? I mean, I've seen some that work really well, others that haven't, so kind of what are your thoughts on that?
I like when you can combine animation and live action, but the thing about it is you have to stay on top of it, like especially from a production standpoint.
Right.
Marking and blocking out actors, making sure that, vantage points are taken care of. I know I've seen a lot of behind the scenes stuff with like Marvel stuff and what they do.
Right.
They're very cognizant of if you're dealing with someone who, when animated, is going to be huge, you have to have these vantage points that actors and actresses are looking at and to make sure that when you're on camera and you're interacting with the animated portion of the movie, that you're not like looking over here and then the person's over here.
Right.
And that's all technical stuff. I think if you have a crew that can stay on top of that, it can be done well and it makes it enjoyable. There are stories that can be told using that engine.
Yeah. Okay, so this was done back in the 90s.
Right.
And actually a lot of the production obviously was green screened.
Of course.
And they actually had actors that were hired to like run in on their knees and stuff when they, were the little monsters and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So to kind of help Jordan and the other non-actors,
the other really tall people,
be able to kind of do, like you're saying, doing the marking and the vantage points and stuff. So how do you feel like they did on that?
Not too bad. There were some spots throughout the film that you could point to and be like, it's a little off here. But overall, they did well. It was fine.
Yeah.
Can't bag on it too much.
Yeah, I mean, especially for the time that was put out. But I feel like they did a decent job.
They did an okay job.
So let's talk about soundtrack, man.
Yeah, this is a big soundtrack. There's a lot of good music on this.
I saw you grooving a little bit.
Who doesn't love Technotronic?
Right?
I mean, who doesn't love Technotronic, all right? Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Yo, pump it. Come on. Everyone loves Technotronic. I better get the booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Everyone freaking loves Technotronic. You don't love Technotronic, get out of my yard. I don't have time for you. Okay? I just don't.
It's like kind of just expected to be on a 90s playlist.
Well, yeah. Every 90s playlist. Look, let's be honest. Every playlist in general.
It's true.
Right? I got it on my playlist. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
90s, 80s, 2000s, new age,
it's
country. Doesn't put it on there. It's freaking Technotronic. Come on.
It's true. It's true. So actually, this soundtrack, believe it or not, went platinum.
Oh, I don't doubt. Well, it probably went platinum just because of R. Kelly's song alone.
Yeah.
I had forgotten that song was written and recorded for this soundtrack.
For this film. Yep.
Yeah. I completely forgotten about that until it was at the opening.
Yeah.
Whenever, younger Michael Jordan out there shooting.
Right.
And his dad comes out, it starts playing that. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. No, and I mean, obviously that song was on like every top 5 for forever, it seemed like. Did you know that this is the highest grossing basketball film of all time?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yep. Yeah, man. Like as of 2018, it is the highest grossing basketball film. It had actually toppled White Men Can't Jump.
Hold up. Really?
Yeah.
Highest grossing basketball film of all time.
Yep.
That's sad.
Now that kind of makes more sense why they're wanting to do a reboot, huh?
Well, it's a moneymaker.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, you also think about, like, they did a ton of commercial. It wasn't marketed as, like, a blockbuster film, but they did a lot of the kind of the Jaws effect a little bit with
Put
products,
it out, let it go.
Yeah, products left and right. Which
is hilarious because we see some of that in the movie.
Yeah, right?
The Daffy Duck with because we're property of Warner Brothers thing. That was pretty funny. That actually reminded me of, like, some Deadpool stuff.
Right, yeah.
Like Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool.
There was definitely...
breaking the fourth wall.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Bugs is notorious for breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bugs is the original king of breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting, though, out of all the basketball films out there.
I find that hard to believe. But, I mean, all right, well, okay. You throw Michael Jordan in it, and then you put a huge soundtrack out. Yeah, it's a recipe for making money.
Well, not just Michael Jordan. So let's talk about the talent as far as NBA talent, man.
A ton of people. I mean, we're talking about who's who from back in the heyday.
Right. Oh, I just was, the credits were rolling. You're like, what? Like you did.
Charles Barkley, Larry Johnson, Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird. Yeah. Like, come on.
And then you add Bill Murray in there.
And you throw Bill Murray on top of that.
Yeah.
They could have left Sean Bradley out. Yeah. I could have done without Sean Bradley. But, yeah. I mean,
yeah, man,
it's a ridiculous amount of talent. I mean, from back in the day, I mean, because like I'm sitting there, they got the highlights from the games in there, some of those clips that they used. And, that Suns team with Barkley, friend of the show, we mentioned him on the first half, Stephen A. Turner, huge Phoenix Suns fan back in the day. He was a huge
love some
fan.
Phoenix Suns.
And so, I mean, those teams were awesome. The Suns and the Bulls and all those teams.
I like
battles.
the Hornets and the Suns back then.
Yeah, some great stuff back then.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. So it was a definite walk down memory lane, not only with the Looney Tunes stuff, but also with the basketball.
Yeah.
Because that was NBA's heyday for me.
Yeah.
Basketball and the NBA didn't get any better for me personally than mid-'80s to mid-late 90s.
Yep.
And then after that, it's kind of like wonk.
No, I agree with you. Like, that's what I said. I literally stopped watching basketball after that season of life, which actually, watching it again, reminded me of just everything that, because the NBA was like a big thing. I mean, I guess it still is now.
But, it is.
I mean, but it's a whole different beast now than what it was then.
Back then, in my opinion, NBA was king.
Yeah.
Because you had big names. You had stars.
Yeah.
You had stars that you wanted to see, that like everyone wanted to see. Everyone wanted to see, whether you hated or loved Michael Jordan. You wanted to see Michael Jordan.
That was back when the Dream Team for the U.S. I mean, it just,
And you started seeing like all these players who are these big time characteristics and these big time like egos, and they're larger than life.
Yeah.
They really were larger than life back then, and you wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah. Not only could they play, but they were entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What you would see on the court and what you were presented like in highlights on SportsCenter and whatnot, it's like these guys clash, but then you realize, no, these guys behind the scene, they actually hang out, and they do a lot of trash talking on the court, but that's part of their business.
Right.
That's what they do. But then, they get off the court, these guys, they interact, they hang out. Not all of them, you know, some of them hold grudges against each other, but a lot of these guys, they get together and they're good friends. Everyone wanted to see that stuff. Everyone wanted to be a part of that. Now, I don't follow the product, the NBA, anymore.
Right.
To me, it just doesn't seem like there's really any of those big time, larger than life, other than like a handful of people. I think the only one I could really say that was beyond LeBron James at this point right now would have been Kobe Bryant. We lost him too soon.
Yeah.
But he was one of those guys. He was larger than life.
Right.
And he was, he had retired and he had moved on. He was doing more stuff, and he was just taking what he had done on the court and just amplifying it by 20 and moving on to that next phase of his life, and we didn't get to see what all he could do with that, but he was another one of those polarizing characters that you wanted to be around. And so NBA back then, you make this movie, how could it lose, honestly? Seriously, how could something like this lose at that time in the NBA, especially with Michael Jordan as your top billing? Which actually on the DVD, Bugs Bunny gets the top billing.
It's true.
The real star of Space Jam.
It reminded me a lot of the kind of watching the All-Star games, and they had all the slam dunk contests and stuff. I feel like was really big back then.
Yeah, it was back in the day. I think it was a lot bigger. Again, like I said, I haven't watched the product in a long time. I don't know how big it is, how popular it is now, but it just seemed like back then it was must-see TV for everyone.
For everyone, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
It's not just a niche thing now for basketball fans. Back then, everyone. It was appointment television. You set your time, you set your watch. I got to be home at this time to watch this.
Right.
I don't feel like the NBA is that anymore.
Yeah. Talking about that actually had got me thinking, though. I don't know if you ever watched or remember watching the mascot slam dunk contest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite mascot?
That was the gorilla.
Me too.
From the Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns.
I always loved the gorilla.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He brought the heat.
Yes,
until the Hornet. The Hornet from Charlotte, though.
He'd
be interesting and entertaining, too.
Yeah.
But, no, you got to love the gorilla from Phoenix, man. Yeah. That's a staple right there, buddy.
Right? No, I just remember watching those on the weekends.
It's like childhood personified, man.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, so actually I have a few more fun facts I just want to drop on you. You know by now that with animation especially, because I just love cartooning and all of that, so I'm always intrigued by the fun facts for that. So I'm just going to drop them on you.
Go for it.
Let you marinate in them.
I like it.
This is the first time that Warner Brothers employed this 3D animation.
Okay.
Because used to, it was just very, like, your basic, either you're looking at it or you're seeing the backside of a cartoon.
Right.
They employed 3D animation. They had close to 800 animators and over 40,000 completed drawings after this was done.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad they're passionate about that because I couldn't do it.
Right. It was also the first introduction of Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny, yeah.
Yeah.
They really laid on the sex appeal.
Right? Yeah, it definitely carried with it a Who Framed Roger Rabbit vibe, Jessica Rabbit vibe. So
I can see that.
Yeah. So Chuck Jones.
Okay.
You know who he is, right?
He's the animator, right?
Yeah, he's like big, like kind of a pivotal character in making Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes what they are. He was actually not a fan of this film.
Really?
Yeah.
And why was that?
Some of it was because, like, with Porky Pig, when he was like, I think I wet myself, and he was kind of offended by that. Like, he didn't think that character would have done that, like, said things like that. And then just kind of the way some of the characters were played and stuff. If truth be told, I think he was probably dealing more with Those Are My Babies.
Right,
and they're trying to make it more commercial appealing.
I mean, let's look at it from a logistical standpoint. I mean, from a realistic standpoint, he spends how many decades honing and shaping these characters?
Yeah.
You know, from an artistic standpoint. And then it's Mel Blanc who did the voice for all those years for, 98% of these characters?
Right, yeah.
You know, you kind of have that mother hen kind of vibe. You know, you're overlooking your baby there.
Yeah.
And I can see where he would have issue, especially if you spend that many years taking care of these characters and they are a certain way.
Right.
I think with this film, since it is going to a broader audience, and you know, let's be honest, I mean, a lot of kids are going to go see this, but a lot of teenagers and young adults are going to go see it because Michael Jordan at the time.
Right.
So some of the comedy and some of the dialogue is going to be geared for a much older audience.
Right.
I can see it both ways.
Yeah.
I can see why he would be pissed, and I can see, you know, why he would be overreacting.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, and
who am I to go against the guy who created and animated these guys?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I mean, well, as creatives ourselves, we can understand kind of where he's coming from on that. The reason why I bring that up is because, you know, obviously the new Space Jam with LeBron James is going to be coming out, and there's a lot of people that are taking issue with the animation that they're seeing in the trailers because, and it's kind of a step forward. Obviously, we're seeing for a new generation, right, and more computer animated,
right.
And so I just find it interesting. Like, this was a pivotal moment for Looney Tunes and for Warner Brothers,
right,
and they were kind of breaking through on the artistic side with some things that the original creator obviously took some issue with. And now you have people that this is a beloved film for them,
right,
and they're seeing the animation for the trailers of this, and they're like, oh, you know, like
right.
I just find it kind of interesting how history repeats itself, I guess. But
no one's ever happy, Jim.
I know, right?
It's just true.
It is true.
You can't please everyone all the time.
It is true. So also, their website in the day really pushed the envelope as far as what websites could do, because a lot of places it was like a landing page kind of deal.
Yeah.
And it was operational up until the new one came out. And now you can still go to spacejam.com and
Are you
the
serious?
new stuff is yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But it was like
from 96?
Yeah.
They kept it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Because it kind of became a nostalgic aspect.
Again, I'm glad they're passionate about
right.
that.
Yeah. But I found that interesting, you know, because, I mean, back then, like, websites were just kind of
I mean, that's the early days of the internet.
Yeah. They were kind of top level at that point. So,
interesting.
Yeah. I found that cool. I just have a couple more fun facts, and I'll let you get to your notes there, man.
Okay.
These are things I feel like listeners, I think, would probably enjoy to know. But Warner Brothers actually built Jordan his own gym during the filming of this.
Now, I did know this.
Yeah.
The reason why I knew this, I was going to bring this up, is I watched The Last Dance. The documentary about the end of the Bulls dynasty.
Yeah.
There in Chicago. And there's a large section where they talk about that they built him his own court, his own little facility, has workout stuff. It's like an all-in-one little training center. So he can work on his acting, he can work on basketball, and stay in shape and all that stuff. I did know that.
Yeah.
It's freaking Jordan. I mean, what are you going to say no?
Right. Well, and I mean, he was in the process of filming, but also they were getting ready to go
Yeah, for the Dream Team.
I mean, it was. He had to stay in. In practice, and I guess apparently he was super dedicated, which I don't know. I haven't seen The Last Dance.
Oh, it's fantastic. I highly recommend anyone watching. If you're a Michael Jordan fan, if you're a Chicago Bulls fan, and the story is very, very interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's very good. It's 10 parts. It's in depth. It covers a lot. Covers so much.
Can you stream that on? Where's?
If I am not mistaken, it is still available on Netflix. It should be on there. It's a good watch. I know it's a good watch because my wife actually sat down and watched it with me, and she's not into sports, but she knows the Bulls. She knows Jordan.
Right.
And there was so much behind the scenes drama with that it pulls you in. Like it's like you watch and you're like, what is going on? This is crazy. And so
I have to watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, the facility, it's
so they built that, and so apparently in between takes, Jordan would organize pickup games.
Oh yeah.
And
they talk about that too.
Yeah, and so I was one of the little fun facts that I was reading said that Jordan, known for his intense work ethic, made sure his free time didn't go to waste. He gathered his co-stars for pickup games and extended the invite to anyone. Actor Keith Gibbs, who was an extra on the film, he said he would walk in and it's Reggie Miller, Charles Barkley, Alonzo Mourning, Charles Oakley, Grant Hill shows up, Jerry Stackhouse shows up. Now all of a sudden it's an NBA All-Star pickup game every night.
Yep.
Like I was just like, I was trying to imagine, like, you're an extra,
right?
And you walk in and you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And apparently, like, they would invite actors and stuff to play with them.
It was kind of like an open invite. It was like one of these, like, unsaid things, It's like, hey, show up. Just show up, It's freaking Michael Jordan's little quote-unquote compound.
I mean, but, like, that many, I can't imagine being invited to just watch a pickup game, let alone play.
And, those pickup games were legendary.
Yeah.
Like it's like the stuff of lore. Like, I mean, they had pickup games in that gym that were more entertaining and more intense than like stuff you see now.
Oh, I believe it.
And they were just pickup games.
Yeah.
It was, they weren't playing for anything. Maybe some money on the side. I mean, we can talk about Jordan the Gambler.
Right.
I mean, because, I made a note of that.
Yeah.
Actually, Michael Jordan's gambling, especially like with his buddies, when he's on the golf course and stuff like that, it's legendary.
Yeah.
And I found it funny that they found a way to incorporate a little bit of that into this movie because, like, they're at the end, they're down by 1 and it's like 10 seconds left and he's like, well, let me make another wager, and it's like, that's typical Jordan there.
Yeah. Well, there was actually a lot of little things there where especially that era where you could tell that all of them were kind of poking fun at themselves even. So like with Charles Barkley praying, it's like, I'll never date Madonna.
Yeah.
So that's all the fun facts, though, I have for you, man. What all you got on your notes? How do you feel about the film? Like, I guess we should actually talk about the movie itself, but like, how do you actually feel about the movie? What were your thoughts on it initially?
Well, going into it, there was the expectation, I said on the opening, I never watched this because I thought it looked stupid. What are you laughing at?
I'm only laughing because of what my wife had texted me. Like, because as soon as we got off the mic, like, my wife had texted, said, "Hey, what did Brian pick?" And I sent a picture of Space Jam, and just a disgusted face. And she goes, "He's gonna hate it." Like, I was like, "Oh gosh."
Pump the brakes. Hold on.
Right.
Let me give my assessment.
Like, let's talk about it first.
Let's talk about it for a little bit first. Built-in expectation based on what I originally thought. I honestly went into this thinking that it would underwhelm.
Yeah.
I got part ways into it, and I remember thinking, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, it's not bad. We're probably about 40 minutes into it, and I'm thinking, okay, it's not bad. Not my cup of tea.
Sure.
Even though I don't mind the blending of animated and live action, I'm fine with that. But it really depends on the story and whether or not it's a story that I want to buy into. This story is more geared towards kids, I believe. Just because of its overall presentation, the wackiness of it, the silliness of it. But even though it has some like low-key adult humor in it, there was some funny moments into it. I didn't find it great, but it wasn't horrible, which is what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I wasn't bored. And I think a lot of it honestly has to do with the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Because I just like Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Right.
You can't go wrong with Looney Tunes if you do it right.
Yeah.
And they did it right. I really thought, because I think I remember hearing in the past, a lot of people gave Jordan a ton of crap about his acting.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah.
Because this is his first time doing anything like this.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse, and we've seen a lot worse. I know I've seen a lot worse.
Right. Yeah.
This could have been bad, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So that alone, it was like, okay, all right, well, I can just sit and just watch the movie then.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And even just the appearances of like the other guys, the other basketball players, you know, they're not like seasoned acting veterans, you know? So they did okay too.
Yeah.
It was nice to see that it didn't come across really horrible.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Think about 90s Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the girl calling him out like that? Like, I mean, that took a lot of restraint, bro. If you really think about it.
Well,
I know a lot of that was, you know, kind of persona.
The thing about it is, like, you know, someone like a Charles Barkley, I think he puts on a persona.
Yeah,
you know?
obviously.
And even back then.
Yeah.
I think he was really good about putting on a persona and, like, giving the media and giving fans, the fan base, giving them something that they could either hate or love.
Yeah.
And who Charles Barkley really is, no one gets to see that because that's his.
Yeah.
You know, he shares that with who he wants to share it with. So
it's kind of like Bobby Knight in a chair kind of thing.
Right. So you see you see that scene in there, and it's a tongue-in-cheek thing playing on the persona that Charles Barkley gives you in the media. So it played well.
Yeah.
Because it's like, no,
the little girl's like punking him out. Yeah.
Totally punking him out. Charles ain't going to stand for that crap. Come on. But I love Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
I've always loved Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
He's outspoken. He's said some outlandish things over the years, but I've always loved Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he's a straight shooter.
Yeah, he's true to himself.
Yeah.
So.
And he was a hell of a ball player.
He really was.
A great ball player.
Yeah.
Love Charles Barkley.
Yeah. So you got any other notes over there?
Well, I made a note about the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
It was like a Jordan hype video. Basically, the whole beginning, like the whole credits at the beginning,
right
after the scene with young Michael and his dad.
Yeah,
it's like just a big time Jordan hype video. It's like, we already love him. You don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't have to put like a 5-minute montage out there. We already love the guy. Okay. I made a funny note about Vlade Divac.
Yeah,
Vlade, the voice of reason. It's just they're like, we don't want to go in there. There might be germs in there. And then Vlade's like, yeah, it could be like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. How true was he?
Right.
Not too far off there, Vlade. So close. You're right there, man. You're right there.
Right there.
The only other note that I wrote down, and this is kind of a touchy thing.
Sure.
I don't know if you came across any of it in your research or anything, but a lot of references to slaves and slavery.
Yeah.
I didn't think that translated well.
Yeah.
Like with regard into the story and just, you know, especially if you have, you know, your main star in the movie is, you know, a black person.
Right.
And just like all these little snippets of like references, they're gonna make us slaves, and you know, and then like you had like the imagery of like Michael Jordan like chained up and all that stuff, and it's like you're gonna play customers and lose all the time, and it's like, I mean, I don't know if I like that or not. I know there's no ill will meant by that, but at the same time, it's like, yeesh.
I think because of that, I would say that it would not translate well in current climates.
Oh, no.
Because of the sensitivity that everyone has of everything. I think in that day, and especially some of the stuff I was coming across is where they really kind of went all out in prodding the corporatized bear, so to speak.
Right.
Which, I mean, really, when you look at it from that perspective, like, you know, we're going to use you to basically make all this money.
Right.
And I mean, throughout the film, you see that, like with the property of Warner Brothers, where he kisses his butt, and he's talking about like in the hallway where Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny are talking about how they're not getting paid for what they're doing. You know,
like, I think we need new agents. We're getting screwed.
Right. Yeah. Like, so I mean, there was a lot of that.
A lot of tongue-in-cheek references to stuff like that.
Just throughout, really. And even like with Bill Murray's character wanting to play, and like, you know, there was a lot of those references, I think. But yeah, I think that especially, I thought about that when I saw it again. I was like, that would not go well with a lot of people today.
I think a lot of people, especially with the fact that this film is a very nostalgic piece for a lot of people, just because of the time frame it came out, I think a lot of people would chalk it up to different time, different place kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I would not be opposed to like something like that being cleaned up.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't want to say like a certain level of sensitivity now, because that makes it seem like it's a negative thing. I think there's a hyper awareness that a lot of people should have, you know, these days. And I think something like that, if you see that, it's like, that doesn't translate well.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it in stuff like, even like with like WWE, if you go back to the 90s, the quote unquote attitude era, there's a lot of things they did back then that was just money, straight money, you know? But you look at it now, you're like, ooh, can't do that these days.
Yeah. But I think that also, I mean, it kind of goes into now. Like, I mean, Looney Tunes, they've been under fire as well.
Oh,
like, you know, from a lot of their past stuff has been scrubbed.
Yeah, from a violent standpoint.
You know,
really.
just because people found things offensive that back then were just, you know, kind of par for the course kind of thing.
Yeah,
and so, you know, I think that, you know, with this film, I think that element is typical Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think a lot of it had more to do with pointing out the fact of like everything being corporatized and very...
Well, like I said, I don't think it was done from a mean place, from a ill-willed type of thing.
Right.
Like you said, it was really poking fun at like this whole capitalism thing,
right?
And using anything and everything to gain a buck.
Yeah.
So from that aspect, you can understand it, but it's kind of like. Ugh.
But yeah, I will say, viewing it from
oh, that's uncomfortable.
Viewing it from the lens of 2021,
right?
After everything we've gone through in the last couple of years, I could see where kind of being a hypersensitive to those things.
But then again, it's Space Jam. So.
Yeah, which they made a lot of money off of all of them.
They made a shit ton of money.
They actually didn't do like tremendous that year because I think that was the year that Independence Day came out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't like...
but longevity, though,
I mean,
they've made money off of it. I mean, if you're still running a website from 1996 promoting
it,
and it's 2021, you're making money.
Right. Apparently, they were ready to do a sequel because they had heard Jordan was ready, like he was ready to do that not long after this one came out. Okay. And then they were getting everything ready, and they found out that the person that said that Jordan was on was lying, basically. Like he really wasn't on for it, and so they canceled it.
So it sounds like there's a lot of miscommunication there.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
A lot of hopeful miscommunication.
Right.
We got him!
Right.
No, you don't.
Yeah. And then I can't remember, I think LeBron James had kind of teased that even a couple years before they even started doing filming and stuff like that. So now, but anyway, so there's a lot of anticipation for that, the new one to come out.
Right.
I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like the original Space Jam. It seems to be already, where there's a lot of division on like some like it, some love it, others hate it.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do just with LeBron himself.
Well, that could be.
LeBron, you either love him or you hate him.
Yeah,
it's just as simple as that.
Yeah,
so
it could be. So, did you have any other notes about the movie?
No, actually, I didn't. I actually didn't take a lot of notes on this one.
Okay, well, I guess that means we're ready for your ranking, man.
Do you want answers?
I want the truth, Brian.
You want answers! I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Can't handle the truth, Jim. Okay, so I kind of held off on coming up with a ranking. And the reason why I kind of held off on coming up with a ranking is because I wanted us to chat about it, because I hadn't fully made up my mind yet.
Sure.
And I know a lot of times we go into this back half, and usually by the time we get done chatting, I solidify where I want my ranking.
Right.
This was not bad. I originally thought this was going to be absolutely horrible. It wasn't.
Right.
It actually was not.
Yeah.
I thought I would look back on this with a fresh set of eyes for the first time and think, my God, how could anyone like this at all?
Right, yeah.
But that's not the case. It actually was entertaining. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world.
Sure.
It's not something that I would rewatch, just because for me, personally, it's not something that I would dig.
Right.
But I can see where kids would like it. Just because from the animation aspect.
Right.
And especially young kids that enjoy basketball.
Right.
I think they would get into this.
Yeah.
I thought about giving it a 3, which you guys listening, you new listeners, we judge everything on a scale, 1 through 5, 1 being a dumpster fire, and a 5 being the best possible score.
Right.
And we have movies to give you an example of those rankings.
Right.
I was going to give it a 3.
Yeah.
I was going to go middle of the road.
Right.
But I think I'm actually going to go with...
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
I'm going to go with a 4 on this.
Nice.
Which a 4 is Tropic Thunder. And the reason why I'm going to go with a 4 is not because I was totally blown away by it, but it's entertaining for what it is and for the target audience.
Yeah.
It is entertaining. I think there's certain aspects of it that kind of bring it down. It doesn't have a high rewatchability for me, so I think that kind of brings the score down a little bit for me as well. But I don't feel like I should suggest another movie to watch over it because I feel like it's good enough to be watched at least one time.
Yeah.
Especially people with younger kids, you got some young kids in the house and you want to show them something that they might be entertained by.
Right.
This would be a good movie to have.
Yeah.
So I think a 4 is a solid score for this. Kind of a lower 4 for me, just because of all the things that I mentioned.
Yeah.
But it's still good. It's not bad. And like I said, I didn't take a ton of notes. Usually whenever I take a crap ton of notes, that means there's something going on.
It's
with it.
either something really good or something really bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't take a ton of notes. I just watched it. Yeah. And I took it in for what it was, and it wasn't bad.
Well, good deal.
I think your wife will be surprised by that.
I think she will. So do you want to see how you shaped up against the world today?
Ooh, are we doing this?
Let's do it.
All right.
Brian takes on the world.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. May God have mercy on your soul.
You're all gonna die!
IMDb, easy for me to say.
What a douche.
2 thumbs up.
I'm over here pantomiming that. Right. I have a lot of fun doing that, actually. I love that audio bit, by the way. All right, so we're taking on the world. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Come on, man. Bring it on.
Brian takes on the world. So IMDb.
Yeah.
It's only taken me 4 years to learn how to say that.
You're doing so well.
Thank you.
The outtakes will say otherwise.
They have given it a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Which is kind of to be expected, I think.
For IMDb, that's a good score.
Yeah, and the Metacritic gave it a 59.
Well, okay. Yeah, because those are like the big.
Yeah, those are the
They're gonna nitpick it. They're gonna tear it apart. Yeah,
sure,
gotcha.
Sure.
Yeah, 59.
So on Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter, they gave it a 43%. Rough, man.
They were very rough.
And the audience gave it a 63%. So they're about.
I am surprised
it's that low.
That the audience score is that low. I was thinking low 80s.
Yeah,
I really was.
I was too. Actually, I was surprised.
Me. That kind of surprises me. I'm not upset with those scores. I think the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter is a little low. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to what their metric are specifically for this film.
Yeah.
I think it's a little low. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair. I think a 60% from them would be fair.
Yeah.
But a 49%, that's...
A 43.
A 43. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's low.
Yeah.
That's a bit low.
So, old school fans of the show, they know your love for Roger Ebert.
Here we go.
If you really want to hear a good Sorry Not Sorry, go listen to Just Ridiculous. That episode about Ebert. But anyway, Ebert gave it 3.5 stars.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
He actually liked this film. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Stonewall Ebert, huh?
Yeah. He said Space Jam is a happy marriage of good ideas, 3 films for the price of 1, giving us a comic treatment of the career adventures of Michael Jordan, crossed with a Looney Tunes cartoon, and showbiz warfare. I think he was implying with the showbiz warfare, I think he was implying kind of, because this was kind of Warner Brothers kind of move towards like a Disney feature film kind of deal.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want to see something.
Because 3.5, I think we determined he does 4 stars, right?
He only does 4 stars, and he never does half. But we've talked now.
This is the second one.
This is the second one where he's used a half star, and this is unprecedented, honestly, because he's never used half stars. But here's the thing I wanted to see. There we go. Okay. Yeah.
What?
My hunch was correct. I just did a little search on Google.
Yeah.
I know why he liked this film so much.
Uh-oh.
Because he used to be a writer for the Chicago Sun-Times.
Oh.
He's based out of Chicago, which I thought he was based out of Chicago.
That makes sense.
He's a Bulls fan. He's a Jordan fan.
Gotcha.
So, him talking about 3 movies for the price of 1 and basically him talking about the Jordan stuff.
Okay.
That's why it hits so close to home for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And you know what? I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
Because, we got to have our loyalty somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And for him to be loyal to the Jordan thing and, the Chicago Bulls and the Chicago area and show a little love, I ain't mad at it.
Which, let's be honest.
Is it biased as hell? Yes. Let's be honest, okay?
Yeah, right.
Because I totally expected Roger freaking Ebert to give this a 1 star.
Right.
I totally expected that.
Yeah.
2 on a high end.
Right. 3.5?
But to give it 3.5 on his scale of 4.
Yeah. There was obviously other things.
A very bias-leaning score, in my opinion. And which, hey, again, not mad at it. That shows me that he's freaking human.
Right?
He's been so cold.
Let's be honest. Like, Chicago sports fans are, like, hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
God.
Da Bears. Da
Bears.
Bulls.
The Chicago fan base for any sports.
Yeah.
they are rabid.
Yes.
And passionate.
Yes.
Probably some of the most passionate fans on the planet.
Yep.
I mentioned WWE earlier. One of the biggest wrestling towns in the world.
Yeah.
Like Chicago has a very loyal wrestling fan base.
Yeah.
So they love their sports. They love their athletics.
Yeah.
They love their athletes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Even as a non-sports person, I know that.
Right. Right. Wow, that surprised me.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
So
That's cool. I like that, though.
Well, I guess now,
yes,
it's time for you to give me some categories, man.
Yes, sir. It's time to move on to the next episode. We always have the next episode looming in the distance. Time to get prepared for that. And the way we do that is I give Jim some new topics, some new categories, something that he could sink his teeth into and get excited for the next episode. So I'm going to give him 3 topics, 3 genres for our next episode, and he's going to choose one. And out of that, we're going to have 3 movie selections. Jim, are you ready for your new category, sir?
I hope so.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
First up, dramas. I'm going to get some dramas. Dramatic films.
Okay.
Second, suspense.
Ooh.
That's right. We like suspense.
We do.
We just like movies. We like movies.
We do. We do.
And the last one, this is a favorite. War.
Ooh.
We're going to war, fellas.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again now. Don't say it again now. All right, so we have dramas, suspense, and war. Make your selection, sir.
Man. You know what? I like all these categories.
Right.
Let's do a drama.
Oh, yeah?
Let's do drama.
Cool. I like it. All right, we're going with dramas. This should be fun. Are you ready?
I hope so.
All right. First up, out of the drama category. Now, remember, one of these we're going to cover on the next episode. It could be 2. It could be 3 that I haven't seen. You don't know.
But one for sure.
One for sure. Here we go. First up, from the drama category, Taxi Driver.
Okay.
Second, The Color Purple.
Really?
And last one, To Kill a Mockingbird.
What?
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. All right. Let's run down those again from the drama category. The movie Taxi Driver, The Color Purple, or To Kill a Mockingbird, one of which we'll cover on the next episode.
Taxi Driver, The Color Purple.
Yep. And To Kill a Mockingbird.
Or To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes, sir.
And after the Outsiders episode, I can't even think, I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Are you making a reference to required reading?
Yes. Yes. Because you're from Kentucky.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just
take it back.
No.
Take it back. I'm not from Kentucky. All right, we're going to wrap up the show now. We got the category for next week. We got our movie selections, and we're geared up for the next episode. We want to thank you guys so much, so much for tuning in this week.
Definitely.
Really appreciate it. We're having a lot of fun on this relaunch. This has been great getting back into the studio, doing what we do here. As always, you can find everything Dude What related at dudewhatpod.com. We got everything. Our archive, very important that you guys go back and check out the archive. And the reason why I say that is because there is so much fun there.
There is.
So much fun. So many callbacks, so many inside jokes, so many fun things that we do here on the show that originated from episodes back in the archive. And you guys should definitely go back and check it out. Plus, we have some killer movie talk on there. We cover so many great movies.
You know, that reminds me, I was thinking about the fact that, like, a lot of our old-time fans, they talked about how our show was very binge-worthy.
Right.
Even we've had new people that have started listening to the archive, and they've are burning through them.
Straight through
but if you really want to kind of see an evolution of our show, you definitely need to go back and check out the archive. Start with episode 1 and just work your way up.
We've definitely honed our craft over the last few years, tweaking things. It's been a learning process.
It has.
And we definitely haven't shied away from the learning process. We've taken notes. We've taken everything in. We've taken suggestions.
Yep.
We've cleaned up this. We've cleaned up that. We worked really hard to give you guys a good product.
Right. And we're still learning, let's be honest.
We're definitely still learning.
Always.
We're work in progress, man.
Yeah.
Definitely a work in progress.
Yep.
That's what I tell my wife all the time. I'm a work in progress.
I'm a work in progress.
Just please, for God's sake, stay with me.
Right.
But you can find everything Do What related at dudewhatpod.com. Check out our archive. Check out articles. We have One Final Thought on there where we go back and actually cover old episodes. Yep. Kind of talk over some things and rehash some ideas from past episodes and, give some more insight into the recording process, the actual movie that we covered, and just kind of talk about some things that we maybe didn't discuss on the episode. A lot of fun stuff there. We have all of our holiday episodes on there, which are freaking blast. I love our holiday episodes. So much fun. You guys can drop us some email. It's heyyouguys@dudewhatpod.com. We'll respond to everything. Just send us something. Hey, just chat with us. Join the conversation. We have so much fun. If you guys heard something that we talked about on the show here, check out our show notes on the website. All of our show notes are going to be there. So if you hear a movie that we talked about and you want to go straight to it, boom, click on it. It takes you right to it. Really easy to spot. It's going to be at the bottom of the page. You can also find us on all social media outlets. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just search for @DudeWhatPod or just search for Do What Podcast. We're really easy to find. Super easy. We have a YouTube channel now.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Right.
Just search for Do What Podcast on there. It pops up immediately, right, Jim?
Yeah.
What's on there? Our short right now.
Yeah,
right?
as the moment of the recording, the first thing we put out was a short. But I'm going to be loading up the channel with past kind of promo videos and things that we've done. And then hopefully we'll be putting in some movie talk and maybe some What's in the Box type videos.
Cool deal. Yeah, we had a lot of fun shooting that short too.
Yeah.
Highly recommend sticking around to the very end for the Easter egg and get Jim's genuine reaction to a really, really stupid joke.
You can't get me to belly laugh very much. But
Also, some of you old guys know about this. You guys have been sticking around with this for a while. You guys know about this, but you newbies that are tuning in. We have this little thing on Facebook called All Access.
All Access.
Basically just us interacting with really kind of hardcore, diehard fans.
Right.
We have funny, silly stuff. We have conversations on there. It's kind of been dormant for a while just because of everything that happened in the year that should not be named. But we're starting back up. We're starting to add fun stuff in there, dialogue, questions. We'll pop in there from time to time, post some stuff. Just kind of chit-chat with you diehard people.
The big thing about All Access, I will say, is that they have actually helped shape the show.
Right.
That's in a lot of ways. Thing. We go to them first for questions and stuff like that when we do get to know the duders and things. So.
Which is a segment you guys are going to find out here down the road. It's a fun segment we like to do where Jim and I get in touch with each other. We kind of ask each other questions that, they're sometimes silly, they're sometimes poignant, they're sometimes smart, stupid, any kind of questions, just for the two of us to kind of get caught up with each other's lives and find out more stuff about each other and let you guys in on us as people.
Right. So especially if you have any suggestions or thoughts about the show, definitely join All Access. You can drop all that information there.
And all you got to do to get into All Access is real simple because you have to actually let us know that you want to be in All Access.
Right.
And then we will give you permission to actually be in there with the group. Right. It's kind of like a private group.
It's a private group on Facebook.
So all you got to do is just send us an email. Like I said, it's heyyouguys@dudewhatpod.com or just send us a message. And
via
say,
Facebook,
hey, on Facebook and just say, hey, I want to get in that All Access.
All Access.
We used to ask for passwords.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got a little out of hand.
Quickly. Very quickly.
However, if you mention Pickle Weasel, I'll give you bonus points. Don't ask. You don't want to know. And don't Google it. You definitely don't want to know. All right. I think we're done here. I got nothing else. You got anything else, Jim?
I'm good, brother.
All right, man. We're going to go ahead and get on out of here. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. Subscribe. Dang it.
Hit those 5 stars.
5 stars, baby. Do that, please. And please check us out next week when we have a brand new episode and Jim finds out what's in the box. All right, we're going to get on out of here. We will see you guys later.
Bye, guys. So, I have a question for you.
Just one?
What would be your tune advantage if you were in a basketball game with Monstars?
Oh, my tune advantage. Ultrasonic burps.
That's actually very.
Okay, all right. Look, maybe I should explain. We're early on in this relaunch.
Yeah.
All right. In the archive, you can go back and listen to some of our. I guess you can kind of say it's an outtake show, and a greatest hits show. It's a blooper show. We do these things called table scraps, and basically we put together these reels. It's behind the scenes, wacky outtake blooper stuff.
Right.
And one of the reels, it's a crowd favorite. Let's be honest. Everyone loves it. It's the burp reel.
I don't think that's true.
It's not true at all. Everyone hates it. I burp a lot because I drink Coke while we record.
Right.
So there's
Not
a
an
lot of
official sponsor.
outtakes of me. Yeah, no official sponsors. We have a lot of outtakes of me burping. So I guess if I had a tune advantage, it would be the like supersonic burps or something. I just like take a drink of a Coke and like let one go and then knock the Monstars on their butt.
I could see that actually.
Clear the lane, man. I got to clear the lane.
I like that actually.
I like it.
I think it. I like it. That would work. I think that would work.
Yeah, it would. Of course it would.
Well, just
as I'm taking a drink.
Right.